the married people are going to be raving about this. And
yes.
boy, you talk about happy. Sex will be happening all over the place. Husbands could be like, dang, give me a break.
Amen.
Why do you need to make that happen, right? Of course, great having Marlon Nichols watch. He is watching from somewhere in the United States, I think the New York area. Yolanda,
hey, Marlon.
She says, great, my time needed, vital conversation. Absolutely. Thank you all so much. We are fresh out of time. See you all tomorrow. The news at 6 is straight ahead.
The views and opinions expressed on this show or program are not a reflection of the Bahamas Radio Network and, as an extension, the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up first at 6, the Prime Minister making it clear that the over-the-hill development project is more than a tax exemption plan, but financial assistance for residents and businesses there. The Bridge Authority making a big investment in the future of its employees. And the headliners for Bahamas Carnival are here and ready to hit the stage this weekend.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, first at 6. This portion of the news is brought to you by BTC every day.
Good evening, everyone. I'm LaDawn Davis, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, first at 6. Residents of the over-the-hill Valley inner city got a better understanding of the white paper tabled in the House of Assembly last week on the Over-the-Hill Community Partnership Development Initiative. Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis chaired a town meeting on the white paper at the Bethel Baptist Church on Meeting Street last night. He, along with program officials, explained how this initiative will transform their community. Prime Minister Minnis informed those in attendance that the information generated from this initiative will create a national blueprint for other communities.
In 2014, when I spoke of my vision to transform our inner city communities, my vision was not only for the over-the-hill area. My vision was broad and included any areas experiencing issues such as high levels of crime, poverty, and social decay. But as we all know, every journey begins with the first step. And what you are seeing tonight is the first step in that process.
The Prime Minister thanked the residents for taking time out to provide their input on this historic initiative.
Your feedback is welcome. I encourage your comments and suggestions on the plan being presented here this evening. Your input is essential, and as we prepare our final document. After all, you are the ones who live in these communities.
Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Darren Henfield, announcing plans for the 21st session of the Council for Foreign and Community Relations meeting. The meeting will be held next week, May 7th through 8th, at the British Colonial Hilton Hotel. Representatives from CARICOM member states are expected to attend the meeting to discuss issues affecting the region, such as the reform of the United Nations Security Council and climate change.
Climate change is always a pressing topic for us. As you know, in the Caribbean region, we are the least offensive as it relates to black carbon emissions, yet we seem to be the most impacted. And so climate change is always going to be front and center of our discussions as it relates to sustainability and recovery, as it relates to how we attract ODA, or Overseas Development Assistance, in response to the damages. As you know, the Bahamas received in the last 3 cycles, 3 hits by catastrophic hurricanes.
The delegates will participate in a retreat where they are expected to discuss migration issues concerning CARICOM. Hanfield says he anticipates meetings with Haiti's Minister of Foreign Affairs with hopes of discussing ways to alleviate illegal migration and mitigate the amount of foreign currency sent to Haiti annually by migrants living here in the Bahamas.
We lose $58 million a year in remittances. When I did the study on it in 2015, it was about $52 million a year. These are World Bank figures. But the experts say that you need to multiply what the World Bank has by 3 in order for you to understand what goes missing in the informal economy. And so those monies that are sent home by family members, those monies that are sent home on boats and otherwise, add up to basically about $150 million a year that we lose in remittances.
United States Republican Senator for Florida Marco Rubio made his first official trip to the Bahamas yesterday. Senator Rubio, who is chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Subcommittee on the Western Hemisphere, transnational crime, civilian security, democracy, human rights, and global women's issues, met with Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis at the office of the Prime Minister to discuss bilateral relations. The American senator also thanked the Bahamas for its leadership in working with the Lima Group countries and Caribbean island nations to increase pressure on the Maduro regime at the recent Summit of the Americas conference in Lima, Peru. Senator Rubio also met with U.S. Marines stationed here in the capital and received a briefing on the ongoing counter-illicit trafficking operations in the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands. Senator Rubio noted that he remains committed to working with Prime Minister Minnis to increase trade, investment, and cooperation between the Bahamas and the United States. Minister of Labor Senator the Honorable Dion Folks confirming in a statement today that Labor Department officials met with President of the Point Development, Daniel Liu, along with his Vice President and legal counsel yesterday. Labor officials say with factors related to the technical aspects of the present construction phase and the expected long-term buildup of Bahamian workers, the Ministry of Labor has concluded that the Point Development is not in breach of the Heads of Agreement. The statement noted that the Heads of Agreement calls for a 70% Bahamian, 30% non-Bahamian workforce. However, the Point executives explained to labor officials that the present construction phase entails the building of the superstructure and requires specialized post-tension concrete structure workers to complete in a very short time frame. The labor statement indicated that qualified Bahamians have and continue to be sought for this part of the project. However, in the following phases, the Point executives informed labor officials that substantially more Bahamian workers and contractors will be engaged to comply with the agreed workforce composition. The Point Development construction is scheduled to be completed in the second quarter of 2020. The British Colonial Hotel complex, also owned by the Point developers, have 2 non-Bahamian workers and 275 Bahamian employees. Labor officials say the Point Development will boast 500 full-time Bahamian workers when completed. Bahamas Air is now providing direct service from Miami to Bimini after making its inaugural run to the island today. Acting Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Frankie Campbell, Area Member of Parliament Pakeisha Parker Edgecombe, Bahamas Air Chairman Tommy Turnquest, and other airline executives took the trip and attended a ceremony in Bimini. Officials say the service is a collaboration between the airline and Resorts World Bimini. Flights will travel directly from Miami to Bimini 4 days a week on Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. And still to come, find out if the egg recall in the United States is affecting the Bahamas.
Are your monthly bills coming in on top of your holiday bills? It's time for a change. Bundle your bills into one low-rate loan with Commonwealth Bank. Move your high-rate loans and credit card balances from other banks to a low-rate consolidation loan at Commonwealth Bank. Less stress, less to pay, each and every month. Plus, the chance to win $5,000. So make a change. Get a consolidation loan at Commonwealth Bank and pay less.
just $59.99 when you purchase a Bonino Xylo Z with a 7-day combo plan, including unlimited WhatsApps, unlimited BTC to BTC calls and texts, and rollover data. So get loose and get ready for the road with BTC every day.
With KFC's Family Deal, everything is under control.
Dad genius.
Enjoy our family deal with 8 pieces of freshly prepared chicken, large family fries, and 4 biscuits. All for just $20 including VAT. KFC Nassau. It's finger-licking good.
Yeah, child. I can ride this right on this rim. Y'all guess what? What? I ain't got no spare.
Let me just get a jump from the hacker. Nah, this flat. Guess what, pa? If you back around the corner of Wolf Road, there's a tire too.
I go in there right now.
No one looking nosy, Shirley.
You know, shut up in my head in the back there. Stop making nerves.
Hey, sweet boy. Give me one of them tires. And while you at it, check this back.
Epic Wolf Road now has tires too. Why not replace your tires on the weekend? Wolf Road is open 7 days a week, including holidays. Visit us today.
This portion of the news brought to you by Commonwealth Bank, your leader in personal banking.
The Department of Agriculture is advising the public of the voluntary recall of eggs produced by Rose Acre Farms, Hyde Country Farm. The Bahamas has been determined by the United States Food and Drug Agency as one of the international locations the recalled eggs were distributed. These eggs were sold under multiple brand names including Coburn Farms, Country Daybreak, Food Lion, Glenview, Great Value, Nelms, Sunshine Farms, Publix, and Sunups. The department says it notes the viral image posted on social media purporting that contaminated eggs were being sold by a local retailer and that it wishes to advise the public that its inspectors have reviewed the batch information on the cartons on the shelves and have determined that they are not from the original recall list. The department advises, however, that the public exercise due to caution and inspect that the numbers carefully in the event that products on the shelf are added to the expanded list. Consumers and retailers should check carton or packing of their eggs for the following: plant number P1065, lot code or Julian date between 011 through 102, plant number P1359, D Julian date 048A or 049A, best dates April 2002 and April 2003. You're also advised to follow safe food handling and preparation measures. A new day for staff at the Bridge Authority as their employers are investing in their future through a pension plan. It's a first for the 38 staff members who are represented by the Bahamas Communications and Public Officers Union. Sharing the good news during a signing ceremony on Wednesday was Acting General Manager of the Bridge Authority, Tony Smith. He says normally these funds start at zero, but this one is different.
An agreement was reached with the union to launch the plan retroactively to October 1st, 2014, thereby coinciding with the start of the current industrial agreement. All persons employed with the authority on that date and after and remain employed today will qualify to join the fund. As a result, the authority has front-loaded each employee's account with the employer's contribution plus the equivalent investment that money would have earned if the funds had been put in place back in October 1st, 2014. And so each employee starts the plan funded.
Meantime, union president representing those Bridge Authority workers, Bernard Evans, called it a red letter day, saying pensions are crucial assets for workers.
Nothing can be so more shameful that at the end of someone's working years that they have nothing to fall back on. And so it has been over 10 years, a lot of time, that we've been working with this back and forth. But I really got to give it to this new board for their drive and passion to get this done under the leadership of Mr. Bonamy. And certainly for choosing, if not the best, certainly the best by none, firm and provident advisors to ensure that there would be monies in the kitty at the end of the day. And so we know that Mr. Kerr It's going to do very, very well. And so we're very, very appreciative of the selection made by the committee in choosing Provident advisors. So once again, on behalf of the officers and the members and the long and hard-working staff here at the Bridge Authority, we want to thank you very, very much for your patience and your due diligence.
Today is being observed as World Press Freedom Day 2018, and the Bahamas Press Club 2014 salutes the democracy enjoyed by the Bahamian media. Press Club President Anthony Capron said the organization recognizes that press freedom is not a fundamental right around the world, and the Press Club vehemently abhors attacks on media independence. He noted that according to the Freedom of Press 2017 report, 45% of the world's population live in countries where press freedom is non-existent. The report noted that 42% can claim a partly free press and only 13% enjoys a free press. The United Nations General Assembly declared May 3rd to be World Press Freedom Day, or just World Press Day, to raise awareness of the importance of freedom of the press and remind governments of their duty to respect and uphold the right to freedom of expression. DJ Khaled and the King of Carnival, Machel Montano, will light up the carnival stage like bosses on Saturday during a massive concert on Clifford Park. Organizers say this year's carnival, which kicks off tomorrow until Sunday, May 6th, will be like a movie you have not seen at the last 3 carnival installments. Destra, Bungie Garland, Rick Carey, Dyson and Wendy, and many other local and international artists are expected to give fat lovers and carnival enthusiasts a good carnival fix. During a press conference at the one and only Ocean Club today, the headliners gave the media a taste of what is to come.
I have a whole new crew of dancers, a whole new crew of young people with me. When we're on stage, we carry our energy. It's something that's not tangible. I can't tell you what we bring in, but on that night, with your energy, you know, I remember the first year performing alongside Baha Men and the huge crowd on the huge stage. I'm so happy that we're going back there this year. So for me, I'm bringing my best. And every year I always bring my best. You know, and the rest is the magic that will happen in the moment. If you don't have your tickets, trust me, go and get your tickets.
It's going to be a lot of energy. Every time I perform anywhere, any stage, any stadium, any arena, any club, anywhere I go, I always let them know, you know what I'm saying? Expect the unexpected, expect surprises, and expect a lot of great energy, positive vibes, and a lot of great music. You know, my show, I call it special because I don't know till I touch that stage. You know what I'm saying? I already know I'm coming to rip it down.
Stay close. Sports is up next. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, first at 6.
That portion of the news was brought to you by Commonwealth Bank, the leader in personal banking services.
Hey, what you saying, baby? Mother's Day coming, what you gonna buy the wifey? Boy, I can't even sleep. The wife keep complaining that she tying up these cabinet doors because they keep dropping off. Boy, you better go down by Corner Bahamas on Queens Highway, and they have a location in Nassau. They're having a 35% store-wide sale until May 18th, and you can lay away until October 31st. My Lord, you ain't serious? Yes, boy. And they just carry all maplewood cabinets, flooring, tiles, windows, and some pretty colored granite. Django, I got dust down the Corner Bahamas.
You thought it was the talk of the town, but get ready for more.
More energy, more excitement, exhilarating, compelling, informative, educational talk on The Conversation.
I'm Shanique Miller. Pull up a chair with a cup of tea and join me weekdays at 4 on Radio Bahamas, 1540 AM, 104.5 FM, and The Light, 810 AM for The Conversation. I'm excited to have you around the table.
Cellular and Electronics is your one-stop shop for all your electronic needs. From the latest in cell phones and accessories like the iPhone 6s Plus to the Samsung S6 Edge, the latest in game consoles, games, and accessories. We also carry the best hoverboards, stereo sound systems, and much more. We also have certified technicians to fix all your electronic needs. Located in the Coconut Grove Plaza and the Mall at Marathon. What are you waiting for? Come on down to CTI Cellular and Electronics today.
ZNS is everywhere you are when you download the new ZNS app. Watch our live channel to keep up with what's going on in the nation. News updates, we've got you covered. Tune into our radio stations with just a swipe. On the road, on the go, we're here with you. Available for download on the App Store and the Google Play Store.
At Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center, we provide imaging services to meet all your family's needs. Same goes for imaging at Grosvenor. We're the imaging experts. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals a concern, our radiology specialist can consult your doctor and conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Results are ready within 24 hours. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening and welcome to Sports Thursday. I'm Charles Fisher, New Providence Softball Association, back on the diamond tonight at the Blue Hills Bankers Field. First up at 7 o'clock. A season ladies opener for the Strikers and Hennessy Panthers. That will be followed by the Commander Security Truckers facing the BTC Warriors. There are 4 men and 6 ladies teams in the league this year. Johnson Lady Truckers are back with a new look.
It's a totally different team, new players, new objectives. I feel like we got a bit slimmer on the edges this year, so we have a whole lot of different stuff we need to do to take a better grasp at it. We got to work on some chemistry. And otherwise than that, I think we are very competitive. The girls are coming out, nice practice. We got a brand new season. A lot of people have championships in mind, with our organization, championship or nothing. We think championship. Everybody here has a championship mentality. And I think we're going to do very good this year because we're going for the gold.
Coach Gerard Dava looking to the future, but still will be competitive.
The program that we're trying to achieve here at the MPSA, we're trying to develop younger girls into the sport so that we could continue to have a developmental program for the national community. As you know, our girls last year, they went out, they tried to qualify, but they didn't. But through this program that we could have continued success of having a feeder system, we have young girls from the ages of 15 up. 15, 16, 18, young girls who just love the game.
From bowling, doubles were on the lane on day 2 of the Constable Senior and Super Senior Championships in the Dominican Republic. Good news for our ladies team of Joy Lockhart and Marina Klein. They were 3rd overall, total 2,106 pins for a 175.5 average. The team of Kayla Nixon and Florida May Wilson was 14th with 1,837 pins and a 153.1 average. Super Seniors Greg Taylor and Alfred Bowers was 8th with 2,153 pins and a 179.4 average. Senior men Kevin Williams, Charles C.Q. Johnson bowling to 9th with a 2,158 pins and a 179.8 average. Tyrone Knowles, Ken Brathwaite 13th with 2,084 pins and a 173.6 average. The New Providence Women's Basketball Association playoffs on hold until next week. They were supposed to get started on Tuesday past, but League President Minez Cargill Sherman explains why the shot clock didn't run.
The gym is being used presently for BJCR exam, I understand, but I'm understanding that it's just until Friday, so we definitely start playoffs on Tuesday, the 8th of May, and I think it's going to be very, very exciting because we have 4 evenly matched teams. Even as we think about the young Angels, the Foxy Angels, they're a aggressive team and just pesky. So I think we can have a real good, exciting playoffs.
And that's going to be it for your first look at sports. Much more coming up at 7.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Imagine you have Hollywood at your command. Introducing Flow Evil.
Red cheese, gold rings, all black, everything creeping through the night.
Anywhere you are.
Big girls don't scream hard like Halloween, make me feel alive.
There's a world of entertainment here, and you run the show. Flow Evil.
I always said that he was going to kill her the way he beats on her. But I never thought that this day would actually happen. So I prayed to God to deliver her, to deliver them. Isn't that all I could do? What would you have done?
Let's talk.
Call the Bahamas Crisis Center's free 24-hour hotline at 328-0922. Sometimes a conversation can change a life.
Meanwhile, Bahamian Shanae Miller-Ubu broke a 16-year-old Commonwealth Games record as she clinched gold in the women's 200 meters final.
Everybody, I on TV. Look, I on TV. Mom, guess what it is? That's me. Bartend, do you see me? I on television. I gotta tell my girlfriend I on television.
Hello?
Babe, turn your television to ZNS.
Quick, I'm on television. I don't have a TV in here. We have Wi-Fi though. We have Wi-Fi.
That's fine. They upgrade now. You can watch it live from your phone.
You just have to download the app. All right, hold on.
Go to the App Store, type in ZNS, download the app, and you'll be able to watch ZNS straight from your phone. Hurry up and start over again.
Get your news and more anytime, anywhere with the new ZNS app. Stay connected from around the globe with our live stream news updates, all in the palm of your hand. You can also listen to the ZNS Radio Network for your favorite music. Go into your Apple or Google Play Store and download the ZNS app today.
Miss I's a star now. I still gotta pay.
What you see and hear on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The Code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcast by this station. The code is available on the IRCA website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 1-242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
Together, they engage in a range of activities which may seem simple, but have the potential to give Symphonia the head start she needs.
In terms of this program, yes, it's going on in some islands across the Caribbean, but on the wider level, clearly, how important is that whole issue of the early childhood development?
Welcome, madam, to the Royal Blue Tavern. My name is Leslie, and I will be taking exceptional care of you. Service has been a part of my life for a very long time. I get a sense of satisfaction knowing that my guests came, experienced Bahamian cuisine, fine service, just the sheer joy that they get from my service is enough satisfaction for me.
Time now for weather.
In our first look at weather, we have a mid-level trough which just formed just to the north of the Turks and Caicos Islands, and undercutting that is a surface trough. Those two systems will move toward the west-northwest over the next 36 to 48 hours, spreading showers and thunderstorms over the central Bahamas and parts of the northwest Bahamas right into Saturday morning. But outside of our studios, we have some light rain showers, temperature 82 degrees, relative humidity 57%. The winds are out of the north-northeast at 12 miles per hour. Your barometric pressure 1,019.0 millibars. That is 30.08 inches, and it is steady. That's going to do it for your first look at weather at 6. Stay tuned. More weather is still to come.
Thanks a lot, Basil, and that does it for the Bahamas Tonight, first at 6. But don't go anywhere. News from the Northern Bahamas is up next.
Grand Bahama making the first step towards becoming a technology hub. The opposition lamenting the state of the Grand Bahama economy. And the Barry and Sheena Johnson murder trial could go to the jury tomorrow.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening all. I'm Shoshana Rowe-Parkinson. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping the news this evening, the government is focused on making technology the third pillar of the economy, and Grand Bahama is expected to figure prominently in this effort. A global technology company launched its operations on the island today during a press briefing at the office of the Prime Minister. Officials say this is a major step in Grand Bahama becoming the technology hub of the region. Sabrina Brown has our top story.
Digital, located in the Jasmine Corporate Center on East Sunrise Highway, provides digital solutions in automation, data intelligence, and cybersecurity. Minister of State for Grand Bahama Senator the Honorable Kwesi Thompson says GIBC is one of the first companies to be granted approval under the Commercial Enterprise Act. They will begin operation with an initial investment of around $3 million, with major expansion plans in the pipeline.
This investment also involves training of Grand Bahamians for the technology industry. In addition to the initial investment, GIBC has indicated that they will invest another $1 million through deployment of employees from the United States and the UK and other areas to the Bahamas to conduct training.
GIBC is a global conglomerate with offices around the world, including New York, London, and Hong Kong. 50 Bahamians will be hired by the tech giant during the first year of operation in Grand Bahama. Chief Executive Officer Greg Wood.
Our office in Freeport will open with the hiring of 50 Bahamians from the local community, who we will train and deploy to do local and regional work in automation, cybersecurity, and data intelligence. This skilled workforce will provide the foundation for Phase 2 of our project, creating a digital transformation training center, where companies will send their employees to learn the latest cyber, data intelligence, management, and automation. We intend to commit significant company resources to realize this vision. Phase 3 of our journey will culminate in the creation of a state-of-the-art data and artificial intelligence center here in Grand Bahama, run entirely by Bahamians, who will be responsible for everything from management to operations to delivery of our services.
GIBC will invest some $50 million in the Grand Bahama economy by 2020 and will employ up to 150 Bahamians. President of the Grand Bahama Port Authority, Ian Roll, says the launch of GIBC is significant for the island.
Both the government and the Grand Bahama Port Authority vision for this place is to increase the population in a very unique way. And we believe that the tech sector will bring about the right type of persons here to the island to cause that to happen. So I would like to congratulate the government for the Commercial Enterprise Bill, which allowed enterprises like Greg Wood's company to be attracted here to Freeport. I know the government and the port are working on a number of other initiatives that will also stimulate the growth of the tech industry.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
In other news, Bimini now has additional airlift to support its growing tourism sector. The national flag carrier began services to that northern island today. Partners hope that Bahamas Air will be an important link for passengers in the Florida market. Italia Hall has this report.
The inaugural flight touched down at the South Bimini Airport at 2:42 p.m. On board were a number of government officials, Bahamas Air employees, and other industry partners. The group was welcomed by students of the Louise McDonald High School with a special performance. MP for West Grand Bahama and Bimini, Pakeisha Parker Edgecombe, thanked Bahamas Air for adding Bimini to their routes, noting that Bimini has a lot to offer.
We are indeed privileged to have you come into our community because we know that as a result of this additional airlift, it will only bode well for our constituents as well as our business owners.
It was in the 1970s that Bahamas Air last provided service for the Northern Island. Chairman of Bahamas Air, the Honorable Orville Tommy Turnquest, says this new route re-establishes Bahamas Air's presence in Bimini. He also commended managers of Resorts World and Bahamas Air's marketing team for putting together a very win-win proposition in a short amount of time.
This new service will provide cost-effective, consistent, and critical airlift to Bimini and will assist in increasing the occupancy levels of the 300 rooms offered by Resorts World, as well as other properties on this island. Additionally, it will provide the wider community with affordable, reliable, and I pledge today, excellent customer service into Miami International Airport.
Giving the keynote address was the Minister of Transport and Local Government and Acting Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Frankie Campbell. He says this collaboration will help to reposition Bimini in the Florida market.
As a fun, easy to get to, and exciting destination. For flights to work, there must be passengers on board in both directions. So Biminites, we encourage you to fully embrace this new service.
Now Bahamas Air will use their 50-seater aircraft from Miami to Bimini 4 times a week. And overall, Bahamas Air officials say they are promising customers an excellent travel experience. Reporting in Bimini for ZNS Network News, I'm Natalia Hall.
Meanwhile, the leadership of the opposition Progressive Liberal Party on Grand Bahama today to address issues related to the island's economy. The first stop, Port Lucaya, where they expressed concern about the status of the sale of the Grand Lucayan Resort. Leader of the Progressive Liberal Party, Philip Brave Davis, along with the delegation, including former Minister of Grand Bahama, Senator Michael Darville, and party chairman, Senator Fred Mitchell, touring the Port Lucaya property and speaking firsthand with straw vendors at the mega shopping complex. Davis says he has grave concerns when it comes to the economic health of Grand Bahama. He believes it requires the government's direct intervention, adding that it was something the PLP did while they were in power.
We had a number of projects and initiatives that flowed from our Freeport Incentive Act that would have helped the economy of Grand Bahama. We don't know where that is yet, and I'll speak more about that later on tonight. We had an arrangement for the sale and revitalization of the Lucayan properties here. That is off, and all I think was required next was just to flip the switch. What is happening to that, God only knows.
Davis shares why it was important to speak with the straw vendors during this trip.
They tell me today that cruise ships are in, and then they asked me to look around to see if there are any ones from here. They said because what happens is that as the cruise ship docks, most of the tourists are taken to Taino Beach and to the straw market in Taino Beach. They never hardly come this way. They don't come this way at all. And there might need some intervention to say, look, we need to try to share some of this love, as you call it. Bring some of the tourists here, let them see this marketplace as well, let them see this Lucayan Center. And perhaps the owner of the center ought to make this more attractive in the context of being able to attract those cruise visitors.
He says the closure of the casino is another challenge for the tourism sector.
The casino, Lord knows what's happening with the casino. It's closed. We've been hearing from time to time it's going to be open. But at least if that is open, that is a low-hanging fruit, I think. Get the right people to operate and run it. That too could be an attraction, if only during the daytime when the cruise ships are here. Perhaps that attraction will bring them here, and no doubt to come and see the vendors here as well.
He believes that the 5 members of parliament are failing to represent this island and their people.
I don't know what's going on in their government. They have not paid much attention to Grand Bahama. With 5 MPs, at the very least, by now, you ought to have seen some capital development. You could see something that they would have started and get going.
Well, the Free National Movement wasting no time in responding to the visit of the leaders of the PLP to Grand Bahama today. A statement issued just moments ago calls the visit shameless evidence of the fact that the PLP has yet to really understand the deplorable state in which they left Grand Bahama and why the Bahamian people overwhelmingly voted them out in 2017. The statement continues that sadly but not surprisingly, the PLP would want residents of Grand Bahama to believe such a mess could possibly be cleaned up within 1 year. The FNM says it is hoped that during today's visit, the PLP became aware of the recent signing of the $50 million tech hub from New York set to create jobs for Grand Bahama residents. They say a tour of the construction site related to the Smiths Point seawall would have demonstrated to the PLP how best to utilize the people's money on major projects, and a glimpse of the Grand Lucine Resort would have served as a slapping reminder of how many Bahamian workers they left in limbo. According to the statement, the Free National Movement is committed to reviving Grand Bahama's economy and creating an even better quality of life for all. And as the party moves to its first anniversary, the party will highlight early accomplishments, progress, challenges, and roadmaps moving forward, noting that unlike the former PLP administration, the focus is not on grandstanding for the cameras, but to work on behalf of the Bahamian people. The FNM will not be distracted by old PLP public relations stunts. The people of the Bahamas, in particular, residents of Grand Bahama, expect and will get far better than performance they got from the PLP during the last 5 years. Switching gears now, Justice S.L. Gray Evans, presiding judge in the Barry and Sheena Johnson murder trial, is expected to give her summation tomorrow before handing the case to the jury. 3 men are on trial for the murder of the Johnsons at their home in Holmes Rock. Tavon Hall is represented by attorney Jetlyn Burrows. Carlton Sherland is the attorney for Kevin Dames, and attorney Jeffrey Farquharson is the counsel for Paul Belizaire. The trial has been ongoing now for the past 8 months. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues in just a moment.
Brought to you by Dolly Madison, Freeport's original home center.
It's time to go green again
with tropical palms from Dolly Madison, Grand Bahama. You asked for it, and Dolly Madison's got it. Flowering trees, tropical palm trees, landscaping trees, indoor and outdoor plants, fruit trees, vegetable plants, and seeds galore.
It's time to go green again.
Yes, it's time to restore your yard and outdoor sanctuary. Make your home and garden green again. But hurry while supplies last.
Come on down now.
BMW Battery and Tire is on the move. The leading battery and tire company has moved to its new, more spacious location, number 1 West Settlers Way, and it's more than just batteries and tires, but features expanded goods and services from truck tires, oil, air and gas filters, hydraulic tools, air hoses, car mats, and marine and ATV batteries. Experience speedy oil changes and KMW mobile tire repair services. Management and staff at KMW Battery say a big thank you, Grand Bahama, for your support. The leading battery and tire company, number 1 West Settlers Way, KMW Battery and Tires.
We've raised the stakes. We've raised the bar. We've raised the standard. Your new entertainment playground. Winners take chances. Chances makes winners. Chances remind you to game responsibly.
Hey, have you heard? ZNS is everywhere you are when you download the new ZNS app. Whether you're on the move or just kicking back. Miss something on the news? It's there. Want to keep up with a live update? It's there. Or just want to listen to your favorite station? It's there too. Download the app now from the App Store and Google Play Store.
Covering the Northern Bahamas, you're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back.
This weekend, a production is coming to the stage in Grand Bahama with the youth in mind. Star, a danceicle mimics movies like Grease, Save the Last Dance, and Glee. Also, this was written by Karel Pinder, the writer of Sarah's Wedding and New Rules of Sex in Dating. Pinder says Star is sure to spark conversations throughout the nation as it focuses on a special group of young Bahamians.
Star is about the first Bahamian performing arts high school, and so it shows a lot of students in the different fields of dance, acting, singing. Star is a play that brings a group of teenagers together that want to go after careers that are not normally seen in the Bahamas. And as you know, we don't have a performing arts school in the Bahamas, and so therefore we're hoping to spark some interest with this production, and we're also hoping to spread the message that it's okay if you want to explore a career in the performing arts or a performing arts related field.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture is on board with Star. Youth Director Carla Brown-Roker says the ministry has recognized the level of talent, especially on Grand Bahama through events like the National Arts Festival, and they are surely behind Star.
We wholeheartedly support this production, and we're going to make sure that Karel Pinder and many writers like Karel Pinder always provide an avenue for our young people to showcase their talent. We want to make sure that we put our support behind this production, and also financially it is important that our community, the ministry, and all partners come together and support the young people and do whatever we can to ensure that persons like Star always exist.
And once again, Star will hit the stage this weekend. Well, this is Nurses Month, and members of the Grand Bahama Health Services have a number of events planned to celebrate the role of nurses in the healthcare system. This morning, executive management, managers, and hospital chaplains hosted a Bring Your Cup event in the foyer of the hospital. The effort to show appreciation to staff and to build camaraderie among the multidisciplinary teams.
Blessed Thursday that we call Bring a Cup. But what's in the cup is love, kindness, shown from the Executive Management Committee and also heads of departments, just to let our employees know that we love them, that we can fellowship with them, and all they have to do is come and receive the love that we have to offer this day.
The teas are freshly brewed from my garden, and it's a special treat to our staff and my executive team because we appreciate all of them going beyond the call of duty to assist our patients. Many of them go through their personal time and treasures to assist, and this is a very small way of us to say thank you to our dedicated team.
As part of Nurses Appreciation Day, Bring Your Cup to Work Day. And we're having teas, all kind of teas, herbal teas, fever grass tea, mint tea, moringa tea, and all the goodies.
Now, a team of chaplains were on hand for the celebration. They say the experience was most rewarding.
They put themselves on the line to make sure to provide good health services to the Grand Bahama community in the northern Bahamas. And so the hospital chaplains, along with all the other patient care committee groups, really decided to come together this morning.
These nurses work hard every day, all year long, to serve us, the public, and it's only fitting that we would take time from our busy schedule and come and serve them. And so I just think it's commendable of the administration to take the time out to honor them.
Nurses here in Grand Bahama and indeed throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, we really do appreciate your service of love and kindness. We just want to say thank you to all of you, and we speak the blessings of the Lord upon them. It's a great joy today to be here to serve them as they serve us.
And of course, to all the nurses, we say Happy Nurses Month. And now it is time to Ask the Doctor.
Hi and welcome. Kara asked, Dr. Pratt, recently I've been experiencing chest pain and I've been coughing up yellow-green mucus. What's causing this? Thanks for your question, Kara. It seems that you're experiencing symptoms of bronchitis and inflammation of your bronchi or the large passages from your mouth that lead to your lungs. There are two types of bronchitis, acute and chronic bronchitis. Acute bronchitis normally comes on quickly and gets better after several weeks, whereas chronic bronchitis keeps coming back and lasts for long periods of time, especially for those who smoke. It's most likely that you are suffering from symptoms of acute bronchitis, which is typically caused by viruses. Chronic bronchitis, on the other hand, is usually caused by smoking cigarettes. Common signs and symptoms include coughing, which may produce clear, yellow, or green mucus, wheezing, tightness or pain in your chest, shortness of breath, and low-grade fever. Most cases of acute bronchitis resolve on its own after about 1 to 2 weeks. If symptoms don't resolve, your doctor may prescribe antibiotics and a cough medicine. On the other hand, those with chronic bronchitis would benefit from pulmonary rehabilitation, which is a breathing exercise program where you would learn how to breathe more easily and increase your ability to exercise. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
Stay with us. Ricardo Lightborn has a check on sports when we come back.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Freeport Jewelers in Port Lucaya. Fashion starts here.
Sports, everybody. I'm Ricardo Lightborn. Let's get right to it. The Grandmama Flag Football League completing week 3 of play with the In-Style Divas closing out the Sawyers and Forces 6-0 in the ladies' affair. The Lady Piranhas nipped the Grand Central kicker 7-6. That's for the men. Let's go to the Plex and find out. The Buckeye Oilers and the Grandmama Power Company Chargers on the gridiron. Buckeye with the pigskin and the quarterback pass to the halfback. That's good play selection. The Oilers calling for the right plays on this one. It's a pass. This time the wideout finds the seam in the Chargers defense. The Oilers on the sideline and they're concerned. You think? Not for long, folks. Buckeye with the speed on the backfield and the running game seem to be working in the Oilers' favor. Buckeye spent good money on these bleached out uniforms. Come on, man. The Chargers also took over on downs and right away went to the air attack, and the QB found a halfback coming out of the backfield. GB Power started actually to go with the pass game as well, but the Oilers defense sniffed it out and no gain there for the Chargers. In the scoreless first half, the Oilers need a game plan and quick. GB Power wants to go back to the playbook and ready for the second half. Buckeye with the ball, and this play was telegraphed to the Chargers defense. Second down, and the Oilers with the busted play. The quarterback with the quick thinking and also running for his life, and there's some positive yards. The Oilers have something this year, and it went back to the ground game. The overload on the right side in this play. Grandmama Power sideline knows that play hurts. Buckeye actually changed the play calling and went to the pass on this play. The Chargers safety will sniff this one out. We've now got ourselves an interception. The Chargers trying to get some numbers on the scoreboard, but the Oilers defense, it stepped up. The Chargers actually staking out a game plan and used the play option here on the pass. That's good for the catch, and the Chargers came away with a 6-0 win. Also on Sunday, the Rock Boys rolled by the Stackers 20-13 in men's play to close out week 3. And the other Paris Marinab, a high school soccer play for you. Let me tell you that Igmarok Junior boys shutting our Sister Mary Patricia Russell 4-0. Lucana National and Jack Hayward played to a scoreless draw. Sunline over Tabernacle 1-0. Bishop Mike and Allen Junior girls closed at Tabernacle 4-0. Lucana National over Jack Hayward 3-1. Sunline Senior girls blanket St. George's 3-0. Igmarok top Mary Star 2-1. As for the boys, are all jockeying for position. And guess what? The Falcons and Jags were on the pitch. Jaguars and Tabernacle Falcons on the pitch in senior boys play. The Falcons with the momentum and attacking the goal. The Jaguars defense will step up and save the day. This one was a tussle from the first whistle, and we've got ourselves a penalty. St. George's with the penalty opportunity and the kick. Yep, the Jaguars blew that one. The Falcons not giving any ground and kept the pressure on the Jaguars, and this shot at goal and a bit wide and flat. Tabernacle on the attack again, opportunity to actually slip through the Falcons, but again, no dice here. Hey, the ref saw it. Tabernacle Falcons win down to win this one in a pretty good one. 4-0 your score. Well, okay, I'm confused in this match. Both teams wearing blue. Come on, ref. Who was who in this one? Okay, I guess Igmarok Junior boys are wearing the blue shorts with the white stripes on the side. Jack Hayward Jr., they're just wearing blue. Here's the penalty at goal. The goalie has this one under his arm as a floater, and that's a stop. Here's another attempt at the goal. Watch the goalie stiff this one out, and I'm still confused. I can tell you that Igmarok Blue Jays defeated the Jack Hayward Junior Stars 9-3. They all look the same to me. Who's that in blue? I was confused who was who, but anyhow, they're playing soccer. The kids are having fun, and that's all that matters. That's a look at sports tonight.
Satisfy your style habits with shoes for every occasion. Stepping out when you want to put your best foot forward.
We've raised the stakes. We've raised the bar. We've raised the standard. Your new entertainment playground. Winners take chances. Chances makes winners. Chances remind you to game responsibly.
All last year, I fell in love with Belinda. But this year, I want to just kick it up a notch.
Did you hear about our new bamboo line?
When he started talking about you can sell it on TV.
Hold on, Dr. Love. Not that type of bamboo you're talking about. You ain't hear about the nice bamboo sheet. And you can get it in all colors. And if you ain't want it in the sheets, Dr. Love, you can get it in the pillows.
Thank God for island bedding.
Come and visit me at number 5, Queens Highway, Island Bedding.
More Makeup by Megan Coakley. When you want to look like a star. Phone 443-7979.
Hey, I'm Megan Shepard, a reporter here at the ZNS Northern Service. Did you know that ZNS is right at your fingertips when you download the new ZNS app? Miss something in our newscast? That's okay. Simply pull up the app, swipe, and you'll find all of our news headlines and highlights. So what are you waiting for? Download the new ZNS app today.
Influenza or the flu can be serious, causing hospitalization and sometimes death. One of the best ways to prevent acquiring the flu is to get your annual flu shot. Flu shots are available free of charge at all community clinics. The following high-risk persons are encouraged to get their annual flu shots: children 6 months and older, pregnant women, adults over the age of 50, persons with asthma, diabetes, hypertension, or a weakened immune system resulting from cancer and/or HIV, persons in nursing homes, and healthcare providers. Additional information regarding the flu shot can be provided by your nearest community clinic or the Health Education Division at the Ministry of Health. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health in partnership with the Public Hospitals Authority.
And this one goes out to my beautiful godmother, Kadala Mackey, as well as Sherelle Lockhart, one of my favorite journalists. I hope you feel better.
Sherelle got the flu?
Yeah, she's not feeling too well.
Shelley was here today with the salads.
Yeah.
But Angelo and Coy beat you to the deal.
What? And I wanted a salad so bad. I had to get curry chicken.
Let's go.
That's going to do it for us here in the North on behalf of our entire ZNS News team. I really wanted that salad. I'm sure Rose Parkinson, the Bahamas Tonight continues.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, hear the Prime Minister on how far-reaching the over-the-hill development plan could be. Officials scramble to remove a health threat from store shelves. And a man arraigned in court for last week's murder in Abaco. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now.
This portion of the news is brought to you by BTC Every Day.
Over the Hill residents hear from the Prime Minister. Good evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Topping news tonight. Residents of inner city New Providence filled Bethel Baptist Church on Meeting Street last evening to attend a town meeting explaining the government's plan to transform and upgrade their communities. Altavi's Munnings reports on the discussion on Over the Hill Community Development Partnership Initiative.
Residents in the constituencies of the inner city of New Providence that include Baines and Grantstown, Centerville, St. Barnabas, and Englerston, who attended the town meeting on the Over the Hill Community Development Partnership Initiative Wednesday night, shared their views on how they want to see their communities overhauled.
We can find a way that we can make these folks feel like somebody again.
And that was a general consensus. Residents raised issues ranging from the environment to the youth and economic empowerment.
I would love to see them learn how to use these machines. I want to train them. I want to train the young ladies how to clean. But I need an opportunity to get businesses out there. When the government put out the proposals, it seemed like only certain people get it.
It's very hard to connect with people behind barbed wires and cameras. And so if we're going to have a social reform, we have to have a people reform. We have to decide that the way we live was good and that we can climb on the shoulders of that model and move forward.
We need to do something with the old city market building. I feel they can open that up as a store for the poor people. That's how they can alleviate the burden on the poor people in the city.
Sometimes the government does move on the whole cars. When you go back, back there again. I mean, they just cleaned up some cars the other day. We have people coming in the neighborhood, the minute they come, to bring to park.
I have always subscribed to the old adage, give a man a fish, you feed him for one day. Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. The white paper seeks to do just that.
Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Hubert Minnis believes the 5 pillars of this program listed in the white paper, including social and economic empowerment, rejuvenation, smart technology, green and sustainable technology, and programs for the youth and the elderly, will play a vital role in how this program will transform the inner city of New Providence.
We are simply beginning a new process to create a blueprint or model. We will reach out to other communities in due course. I am confident that through this process, initiatives will be introduced designed to restore these communities.
Officials of the Over the Hill Community Development Partnership Initiative very pleased with the attendance at Wednesday night's meeting here at Bethel Baptist Church. They plan to hold future meetings very soon, but those town meetings will focus on specific groups like the business community and civil society. I'm Altavi's Munnings, ZNS Network News.
Bahamas Air made its inaugural flight from Miami to Bimini today, marking the first time the national flag carrier has provided direct flights to the island from that destination. The airline will now have 4 direct flights to Bimini each week, servicing the island on Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Acting Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Frankie Campbell, Member of Parliament for West End, Grand Bahama, and Bimini, Pakeisha Parker Edgecombe, Bahamas Air Chairman Tommy Turnquest, and other airline executives were all in attendance today at a ceremony celebrating the new route, which is expected to boost the island's economy. A 50-seat flight will initially service the island, and when necessary, a 70-seater will be used. The venture is the result of a partnership with Resorts World Bimini that Campbell says will reposition Bimini in the Miami market as a fun and exciting destination. United States Republican Senator for Florida Marco Rubio made his first official trip to the Bahamas yesterday. Senator Rubio, who is chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Subcommittee on Western Hemisphere, Transitional Crime, Civilian Security, Democracy, Human Rights, and Global Women's Issues, met with Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis at the Office of the Prime Minister in Cable Beach to discuss bilateral relations. The American senator also thanked the Bahamas for its leadership in working with the Lima Group countries and Caribbean island nations to increase pressure on the Maduro regime at the recent Summit of the Americas conference in Lima, Peru. Senator Rubio also met with U.S. Marines stationed in Nassau and received a briefing on the ongoing counter-illicit trafficking operations in the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos. Senator Rubio noted that he remains committed to working with Prime Minister Minnis to increase trade, investment, and cooperation between the Bahamas and the U.S. Minister of Foreign Affairs Darren Henfield announcing plans for the 21st session of the Council for Foreign and Community Relations meeting. The meeting will be held next week, May 7th through 8th, at the British Colonial Hilton. Representatives from CARICOM member states are expected to attend the talks to discuss issues affecting the region, like the reform of the United Nations Security Council and climate change.
Climate change is always a pressing topic for us. As you know, in the Caribbean region, we are the least offensive as it relates to black carbon emissions, yet we seem to be the most impacted. And so climate change is always going to be front and center of our discussions as it relates to sustainability and recovery, as it relates to how we attract ODA, or Overseas Development Assistance, in response to the damages. As you know, the Bahamas received in the last 3 cycles 3 hits by catastrophic hurricanes.
Now, delegates will participate in a retreat where they are expected to discuss migration issues concerning CARICOM. Mr. Henfield says he anticipates meetings with Haiti's Minister of Foreign Affairs with hopes of discussing ways to alleviate illegal migration and mitigate the number of foreign currency sent to Haiti annually by migrants living in the Bahamas.
We lose $58 million a year in remittances. When I did the study on it in 2015, it was about $52 million a year. These are World Bank figures. But the experts say that you need to multiply what the World Bank has by 3 in order for you to understand what goes missing in the informal economy. And so those monies that are sent home by family members, those monies that are sent home on boats and otherwise, add up to basically about $150 million a year that we lose in remittances.
Well, still ahead tonight, a man is charged with the latest murder in Abaco. And we have details of that inaugural flight into Bimini. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
This portion of the news is brought to you by the new Shell and Letty, designed for extra miles.
This is the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. This is Commonwealth Bank. And no matter how, no matter where, no matter what, Commonwealth Bank is here for you. Commonwealth Bank, everything we do it for you.
Get your Carnival fix for just $59.99 when you purchase a Bonino Xylo Z with a 7-day combo plan, including unlimited WhatsApps, unlimited BTC to BTC calls and texts, and rollover data. So get loose and get ready for the road with BTC every day.
With KFC's Family Deal, everything is under control.
Dad genius.
Enjoy our family deal with 8 pieces of freshly prepared chicken, large family fries, and 4 biscuits. All for just $20 including VAT. KFC Nassau. It's finger-licking good.
Life happens. And when it does, FG Insurance Agents and Brokers is here. We help you protect the assets you've worked hard to attain. We offer home, auto, marine, commercial, and liability insurance. Don't hesitate to protect what matters with FG Insurance Agents and Brokers. Visit us and speak to your agent today, or call us at 396-1490 in Nassau or 688-1500 in Freeport.
Home is more than where the heart is. Home is where the children feel safe. A place where family comes first. Come home today with a BOB residential mortgage. Enjoy attractive rates with up to 25 years to repay. Or use the equity in your home to fund home improvements or other worthwhile needs. Isn't it time you came home to a place of your own? Talk with us today. BOB, your bank of solutions.
Hey, what you saying, baby? Mother's Day coming, what you gonna buy the wifey?
Boy, I can't even sleep. The wife keep complaining that she tying up these cabinet doors because they keep dropping off.
Boy, you better go down by Corner Bahamas on Queens Highway, and they have a location in Nassau. They're having a 35% store-wide sale until May 18th, and you can lay away until October 31st.
My Lord, you ain't serious?
Yes, boy. And they just carry all maplewood cabinets, flooring, tiles, windows, and some pretty colored granite.
Django, I got dust down the corner Bahamas.
This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
31-year-old Adnato Major of Dundastown charged in the magistrate's court today with murder. He's accused of the April 27th death of 23-year-old Perez Dames in Marsh Harbor. Police say just after 9 p.m. they were called to the area of Charles Sawyer Highway in Marsh Harbor, where they discovered Dames' lifeless body with a gunshot wound to the head. The body was examined by a doctor and Dames was pronounced dead at the scene. Major was not required to enter a plea. He's been remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections and is due back in court on July 3rd. A voluntary bill of indictment is expected to be served at that time. The Department of Agriculture is advising the public on the voluntary recall of eggs produced by Rose Ace Farms Hyde Country Farm. The Bahamas has been determined by the United States Food and Drug Agency as one of the international locations the recalled eggs were distributed. These eggs were sold under multiple brand names, including Coburn Farms, Country Daybreak, Food Lion, Glenview, Great Value, Nelms, Sunshine Farms, Publix, and Sunups. The department says the viral image posted on social media purporting that contaminated eggs were being sold by a local retailer and that it wishes to advise the public its inspectors have reviewed the batch information on the cartons on the shelves and have determined that they are not from the original recall list. The department advises, however, that the public exercise due caution and inspect the numbers carefully in the event that products on the shelf are added to the expanded list. Now, consumers and retailers should check cartons for the following numbers: plant number P1065, lot code or Julian date between 011 and 102, plant number P1359D, Julian date 048A or 049A. Best buy dates April 2nd through April 3rd. You're also advised to follow safe food handling and preparation measures. Well, in other news tonight, a new day for staff at the Bridge Authority as their employers are investing in their futures through a pension plan. It's a first for the 38-member staff who are represented by the Bahamas Communications and Public Officers Union, BCPOU. Sharing the good news during a signing ceremony on yesterday was Acting General Manager of the Bridge Authority, Tony Smith. He says normally these funds start at zero, but this one is different.
An agreement was reached with the union to launch the plan retroactively to October 1st, 2014, thereby coinciding with the start of the current industrial agreement. All persons employed with the authority on that date and after and remain employed today were qualified to join the fund. As a result, the authority has front-loaded each employee's account with the employer's contribution plus the equivalent investment that money would have earned if the funds had been put in place back in October 1st, 2014. And so each employee starts the plan funded.
Now, meantime, Union President representing the Bridge Authority workers, Bernard Evans, called it a red letter day, saying pensions are crucial assets for workers.
Nothing can be so more shameful that at the end of someone's working years that they have nothing to fall back on. And so it's been over 10 years, a lot of time, that we've been working with this back and forth. But I really got to give it to this new board for their drive and passion to get this done under the leadership of Mr. Bonamy. And certainly for choosing, if not the best, certainly the best by none, firm and provident advisors to ensure that there would be monies in the kitty at the end of the day. And so we know that Mr. Kerr is going to do very well. And so we are very appreciative of the selection made by the committee in choosing provident advisors. So once again, on behalf of the officers and the members and the long and hard-working staff here at the Bridge Authority, we want to thank you very much for your patience and your due diligence.
Dr. Merceline Dalregis has received the Pan American Health Organization's Public Health Hero of the Americas Award, becoming the second Caribbean national and the first woman in the Caribbean to win the award. The award is presented to those who have dedicated their lives to public health and have made contributions to improving the health of people in their countries, regionally and internationally. Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Hubert Minnis congratulated the former Chief Medical Officer, who he says continues to lend her knowledge and skills to bear on public health. The Prime Minister says as the country celebrates 45 years of independence this year, it is time to reflect on the stories of people like Dalregis who sought ways for the Bahamas to benefit from their talents. He says it's a matter of pride that through the work of Dr. Dalregis, the Bahamas has been able to make significant contributions to the work of PAHO in efforts to eliminate vaccine-preventable diseases.
Last week, we celebrated as Vaccination Week an annual health observance of the Pan American Health Organization and the World Health Organization. It is therefore fitting that the week that recognizes the benefits of immunization has culminated with the receipt of this prestigious honor by Dr. Dalregis.
Well, Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands also congratulated Dr. Dalregis, who said the award is not hers alone, as what she's accomplished would not have been possible without the help of others.
Her foresight and leadership has continued to be of great value to her beloved country, to the Ministry of Health, and to me. And I would like to take this moment to express my personal gratitude for her advice, her guidance, and her unwavering support.
I could not have achieved the work that I've done without the contributions of so many, particularly the health workers in the field, the staff at all levels, my family, particularly my late husband, my children, my immediate family, very good friends, and lots of prayers.
The Department of Public Health's Suspected Child Abuse and Neglected, or SCAN unit, held its 9th annual Child Protection Month ceremony at the Ministry of Health on Meeting Street today. This was the closing event for the Child Protection Month series of events, which took place in April. Nurse Fiona St. Albert spoke about their poetry competition.
What we do each year is we have a competition with 6th grade students from the government schools, the private schools, as well as the Family Islands. And we usually select a team and ask them to write a poem in no less than 150 to 200 words and submit it to us. And then the committee meets and selects a winner. So today we're going to award those winners with their prizes.
Awards included certificates, trophies, and laptop computers. This year's first place winner of the Child Abuse Poem Competition was 6th grader Michaela Lockhart from Laura L. Anderson Primary School in North Eleuthera.
Beaten, raped, cursed, and abused, we try to fight back, but sometimes we lose. So we put on a mask and a smile on our face. But inside, we feel dishonor, shame, and disgrace.
Iconic Bahamian women were the depictions for contestants in the Little and Junior Miss Regency pageant held on Sunday at the British Colonial Hilton Hotel. The 9 contestants represented the Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Marguerite Pindling, Loretta Butler Turner, Patrice Ellis, the late Patricia Brizard, Mitzi Chipman, Judy Delaveau, Pauline Davis Thompson, Italia Wilson, and Junkanoo leader Christina Fernander, wowing judges in categories which included speech, evening gown, and sportswear. Jiminita Swain was there and tells us the 2 new queens were crowned who represent the Bahamas. They will represent the Bahamas, that is, in Las Vegas.
If they had a bundle of nerves, it certainly did not show. The contestants in the Little and Miss Regency pageant did their best to wow judges in hopes of winning the coveted crown to become the Little Miss or Junior Miss Regency. Before a packed audience, dazzling young women recited speeches, modeled evening gowns, sportswear, and took on a final question. After all scores were tallied, Taisha Johnson, Little Miss Patricia Brizard, was crowned Little Miss. Cassidy Capron walked away with the junior title. She represented Patrice Ellis.
I feel like a winner. I really feel like a winner because I've come this far and I know that I've worked hard and work pays off. It was great because I know Miss Brizard would now be proud.
I feel great. I love the experience. I learned a lot being in this pageant, and I hope many other girls can join this pageant because you can learn from all the lessons.
What's next for you?
I'm probably going to go to Las Vegas, and I'm going to represent the Bahamas.
Loretta Butler Turner was one of the iconic women represented.
It's an amazing experience for these young kids because not only are they learning about people who they respect and regard highly in our society, but I see this really building a lot of confidence and self-esteem.
Dr. Kent Brizard had high praises for the contestants, including Taisha.
Being around and being involved with my mom, but being in touch with culture and being exposed to different cultures, being able to travel has really made her very mature for her age. And I think that's what enabled her to perform so well in her division.
Both Taisha and Cassidy will now begin preparations to compete in the Little Miss Regency International Pageant in Las Vegas in July. Jiminita Swain, ZNS Network News.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm DeAndre Williamson. The national budget allocated for health received a linear increase over the past 10 years. Minister of Health Dr. Dwayne Sands presented this information during the Pan-American Health Organization Sub-Regional Managers meeting. He says direct Ministry of Health allocation accounts for 11.5% of the national budget. Dr. Sands explained that government health expenditure represents 14.1% of the national budget if health insurance premium allocation for civil servants is included. In other business news, smart technology is on the agenda for the Over the Hill Community Development Partnership Initiative. Residents can expect apps and websites to assist in the dissemination of critical information. Over the Hill residents can also expect increased internet access at public facilities like schools and parks. The initiative demonstrates the benefits of adopting smart approaches in achieving the social and economic goals of the community. And in international business news, Russian military spending dropped for the first time in 20 years. Data from the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute shows that Moscow spent $61 billion on defense in 2017. This represents a 17% decline from the previous year and the first annual drop since 1998. That was your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm DeAndre Williamson.
To
is still better in the Bahamas with yet another successful beach soccer event. The Bahamas Beach Soccer Cup attracted visitors from Spain, Mexico, and the United States and was streamed live around the world.
I think there is no destination in the world that could showcase a FIFA beach soccer tournament like the Bahamas. It has just been truly spectacular.
The Ministry of Tourism was the host sponsor of the event that saw fans from different countries enjoying the popular sport and Bahamian food, music, and entertainment.
When you have these international games, one of the things that happens, their coaches, all the support staff, their fans, their family travel with them. So yes, you may have a team of only 20 people, but that team can bring several hundred people.
The three-day event was hosted against the backdrop of a beautiful Bahamian sunset over iconic turquoise seas and the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort. Beach Soccer Worldwide officials say the state-of-the-art BFA Beach Soccer Stadium is the most sought after in the world.
People should know this is the best stadium of beach soccer in the world. Everybody in beach soccer is willing to come and willing to play. The teams are calling now back and saying, for the next year we want to come. When you say Bahamas, anywhere in the world, the eyes of people go like, wow, I want to be there.
Congratulations to Team Bahamas on a great showing, but after an exciting tournament, Mexico emerged the Bahamas Beach Soccer Cup 2018 champions and said they hope to be back next year. I'm Nakia Christie, and this is Tourism Today.
Home Care Electrical Lighting, Plumbing and Hardware Supply Store in the Eastern District, Joe Farrington and Fox Hill Roads, has the most affordable quality products on the island. The lowest prices in bathroom lighting fixtures, bathroom sets, lamps, electrical wiring items, plumbing fixtures, everything you need if you're building or remodeling that home, apartment or office building. And just next door is Andros Beauty Supplies for all your skin and beauty supply needs at the lowest prices around. Family Island orders are welcome. Give them a call today, 324-7953 or 364-9088.
Free, reliable, anytime, anywhere, and instant. That's the benefits of using RBC's digital banking, ATM services, or mobile app. Pay bills, check account balances, transfer funds, and more. Enjoy the freedom of banking on your own terms. Why wait in line? Save time. Do your banking using RBC's digital banking, ATM services, or mobile app. Visit rbc.com/Caribbean to find out more.
First Care is an absolute game changer for thousands of Bahamians who do not have major medical insurance, and it also serves as a supplementary plan for those who may have high deductibles on their existing major medical. First Care is incredibly affordable, but for our Alive subscribers, you get an even deeper discount. Our Silver subscribers receive a 10% discount. Our Gold subscribers receive a 15% discount, and our Platinum subscribers receive a 20% discount. We're excited to be a part of Alive's rewards program because this is a new and innovative way for us to reach our customers.
BTC has always been your business solution partner, and on tonight's Connection, we demonstrate how our long-standing partnership with another industry giant, Avaya, is helping to enhance business for our customers.
Avaya is a unified communications and contact center organization. We're number 1 or 2 in the world in all of these spaces, so we're really here to help customers solve their business challenges and help them communicate more efficiently both internally and externally out there. Yeah, we're really excited. We're going to be talking about transforming your business into experiences and how you can take technology to take your business to the next level, because the world's really evolving and customers are looking for new and unique ways to communicate. Those that are already in the workplace, we're trying to figure out how to take these apps and these cell phones and these tablets and integrate them in our day-to-day. So we're going to talk about how we can leverage different technologies to make your business that much better in communicating.
Avaya has been a great partner over the years in providing solutions, business solutions to our customers. And what they've done is they've reinvented themselves.
Avaya has been an excellent partner. They have an excellent product line. So we are always fully engaged with them to make sure that we're bringing, that BTC brings the latest technology.
BTC Business is proud and excited to offer this new solution for its business customers. It's called My Office Solution, and call one of our experts today at 302-7700. I'm Corval Pfeiffer, and we'll see you next BTC Connection.
DJ Khalid and the King of Carnival, Machel Montano, will light up the carnival stage like bosses on Saturday during a massive concert on Clifford Park. Organizers say this year's carnival, which kicks off tomorrow and runs through Sunday, will be like a movie you haven't seen in the last 3 years. Destra, Bungie Garland, Rick Carey, Dyson and Wendy, and many others, including international artists, are expected to give Fete lovers and carnival enthusiasts a good carnival fix. During a press conference at the one and only Ocean Club today, the headliners gave the media a taste of what's to come.
I have a whole new crew of dancers, a whole new crew of young people with me. When we're on stage, we carry our energy. It's something that's not tangible. I can't tell you what we bring in, but on that night, with your energy, you know, I remember the first year performing alongside Bahamas and the huge crowd on the huge stage. I'm so happy that we're going back there this year. So for me, I'm bringing my best. And every year I always bring my best. You know, and the rest is the magic that will happen in the moment. If you don't have your tickets, trust me, go and get your tickets.
It's going to be a lot of energy. Every time I perform anywhere, any stage, any stadium, any arena, any club, anywhere I go, I always let them know, you know what I'm saying? Expect the unexpected. Expect surprises, and expect a lot of great energy, positive vibes, and a lot of great music. You know, my show, I call it special because I don't know till I touch that stage. You know what I'm saying? I already know I'm coming to rip it down.
Well, you're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. We'll be back right after this.
If you own a portfolio of securities within a brokerage account, like stocks, bonds, or mutual funds, you can access a hassle-free loan, known as a margin loan, based on the value of that portfolio. Your investment portfolio is essentially used as collateral for a cash loan, and the benefits are numerous. Simple
supported and helped us reach hundreds of young people. Preserve our natural habitat and celebrate Bahamian culture and Junkanoo on base.
The Caribbean is committed
with imaging services to meet all your family's needs. Sales for imaging at Grosvenor. We're the imaging experts. We never schedule multiple appointments, so you'll be in and out in no time. And if your initial screening reveals concern, our radiology specialist can consult your doctor and conduct an alternative screening right then and there. Results are ready within 24 hours. Call 328-8157 to schedule an appointment at 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center or Imaging at Grosvenor today.
Today is a day for fun. Today is a day for family. So why should yesterday's worries affect my today? That's why I insure my family with J.S. Johnson, because their mission is to provide us with the best insurance coverage possible. With J.S. Johnson, I know my family comes first, so I take comfort in knowing that they always have us covered, providing us with a great today and an even better tomorrow.
J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, giving you peace of mind.
In today's world, things are constantly changing, so the one thing you can depend on to stay the same is quality, savings, and value. At Solomon's, you'll get real savings with unbeatable prices on everything your family needs. Real quality, real savings, real value.
The performance speaks for itself. Pennzoil Synthetics, made from natural gas. Make the switch.
Well, it's time for your first check of weather. We check in now with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean. Hey there, Basil.
Hi, Keisha. We're going to take a look at temperatures around the Family Islands, and they are brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. 79 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, Green Turkey, and Abaco, Marsh Harbor at 76 with some cloud cover there. And the Berry Islands, we have 78 degrees. Alistown, Bimini also 78. 77s in Harbor Island, Eleuthera also here in the capital. Fresh Creek, Central Andrews, Kemp Space, St. Andrews, Stanley Key, Index, Zuma Chain, and Roxanne, Eleuthera, all at 78 degrees. San Salvador, Rum Key, Otterstown, Cat Island, 76, 78 in Georgetown, Exuma. In Crooked Island, Clarencetown, Long Island, 78. Betsy Bay, Maguana, 77. Also in Ackland, 77. 78 in Rygat Island, Matchetown, Inagua, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. Your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Builders Mall, home of FYP, the Tile King, and the Paint Setter. In the northwest and central islands, your winds will be northeast at 15 to 25 knots. Rough sea conditions, 5 to 8 feet over the ocean. Tide-wise, it's going to be high at 10-17 tonight. For the southeast Bahamas, we have caution flags up. Easterly winds 15 to 20 knots, wave heights 4 to 7 feet over the ocean. Tomorrow for the northwest and central Bahamas, the winds coming down just a tad to caution levels, 15 to 20 knots out of the northeast to north at 15 to 20 knots. Those wave heights choppy at 4 to 7 feet. High tide 10:38 in the morning. Low tide will take place at 4:39 in the afternoon. For the southeast Bahamas, caution flags, even though there is a reduction in those winds as well. East to southeast, 12 to 18 knots. The wave heights subsiding 3 to 6 feet over the ocean. And then as we take you into Saturday, which is the day everybody is looking for, easterly winds at 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet with a moderate chop in place. High tide 11:24 in the morning, low tide at 5:24 in the afternoon. For the southeast Bahamas on Saturday, southeast winds 12 to 18 knots, wave heights 3 to 6 feet. And that's going to do it for your boating forecast. It is time now for your travel forecast, and your travel forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. And that's going to do it for your travel forecast brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned, your extended weather forecast is up in about 20 minutes.
Welcome to Tips for Wellness. I'm Dr. Indira Grimes. Prostate cancer is one of the most common cancers that affect men. The prostate is a small walnut-shaped gland that produces the seminal fluid that nourishes and transports sperm. Prostate cancer it usually grows slowly and initially remains confined to the prostate gland where it may not cause serious harm. While some types of prostate cancer grow slowly and may need minimal to no treatment, other types are aggressive and can spread quickly. Prostate cancer may not cause signs or symptoms in its early stages. Prostate cancer that is more advanced may cause symptoms and signs such as trouble urinating, decreased force in the stream of urine, blood in the urine, blood in the semen, general pain in the lower back, hips, and thighs, discomfort in the pelvic area, bone pain, erectile dysfunction. It is best to detect prostate cancer early when it is confined to the prostate. Treatment in these cases is usually early and very successful. If you have any of the signs and symptoms of prostate cancer, see your doctor and visit your community clinic as soon as possible. This has been Tips for Wellness. I'm Dr. Indira Grimes. Live your best life by living well.
Meet the Smith family. They're on vacation in the Caribbean. Since they aren't familiar with the islands and they want no hassle of renting a car, they downloaded Get Me Ride from their App Store, a transport service in the Caribbean to provide safe and reliable transportation. All they need to do is open the app, input their location, and set their destination. Next time you need a ride, let Get Me Ride be there for you.
Free, reliable, anytime, anywhere, and instant. That's the benefits of using RBC's digital banking, ATM services, or mobile app. Pay bills, check account balances, transfer funds, and more. Enjoy the freedom of banking on your own terms. Why wait in line? Save time. Do your banking using RBC's digital banking, ATM services, or mobile app. Visit rbc.com/Caribbean to find out more.
For just $59.99 when you purchase a Bonino Xylo Z with a 7-day combo plan, including unlimited WhatsApps, unlimited BTC to BTC calls and texts, and rollover data. So get loose and get ready for the road with BTC every day.
Whether you call her mom, mummy, or mama, nothing compares to a mother's love. And at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets, we salute mothers with great specials like Bluebird Juices 46-ounce can, $3.29. Chicken leg quarters, 10-pound bag, 89 cents per pound. Value Time foam plates, 30 count, 2 for $3. Pine Sol cleaners, 28-ounce size, $2.99. Green peppers, $1.59 per pound. Pepperidge Farm cakes, 19-ounce size, $4.99. Thanks, Mom, from Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
Here's an invitation to the whole wide world. From your brother to your sister to your best friend's girl. Don't bring that bad day with ya. Leave it at the door. If you got money in your pocket, it don't mean nothing if you ain't where it is.
Deja Vu, Beauty and Barber Supply. We have makeup, Zuri, Maybelline, Black Opal, natural hair products like Cantu, Shea Moisturizers, and Eco Gel. We have Yucky and 24-inch Remy Body Wave, Heady Stocking, $16.09 and $17.17. Get 6 for $20. We stock a variety of barber supplies, wall blades, guards, and clippers. For beauticians, hair glue, Pump It Up, Oil Sheen, 4-pound relaxer hair treatments, and shampoo by the gallon. We also sell by the case. Deja Vu. We accept credit cards. Number 1 Andrews Avenue, Market Street. Number 65 Carmichael Road, opposite Super Value Warehouse.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening once again and welcome to your Final Look at Sports on a Thursday. I'm Charles Fisher. Rashid Williams, one of the country's top amateur boxers, back home after representing the Bahamas at the Commonwealth Games in Australia, where things didn't go as planned.
The feeling was a good experience, you know, but I ended up fighting against a guy from Nambia. He was a very great fighter, very crafty, but he came up with the win on points. But like I was saying, I was in shape, he was in shape, he was very crafty, he moved a lot, so it was very difficult to hit the guy.
With that now behind him, what's next? Something big.
I'm about to go on to the pros and represent my country in the pros. Now that I'm going on to the pros, I want to try my best to be the next world champion from the Bahamas.
Meantime, our country's top professional boxer, Toriana Johnson, also back in the 242, having not fought since last year.
You know, it's just a blessing to be back home here. We are looking forward to stepping back into the ring, you know, to do what Toriano does best, and that's just to win, you know, to win all of the pro fights. And indeed, you know, we look like we're on the right path to doing that. We are now in discussion, and I can bring that more information probably later, but right now I can't disclose everything.
Our swimmers are getting ready for the Nationals at the end of June at the Betty Kenning National Aquatic Center. For swimmers Devante Carey, Celia Campbell, and Virginia Stump, coming off a successful Carifta Games in Jamaica, it's time to get back up.
Nationals is about the same training, I'll say intensity, because it's our Nationals. And we take it more serious than Carifta, because that's where we get to showcase all our talents to the Bahamians. So it's just basically a CM process, training hard, morning practice, land training, everything like that, working out in practice, focusing on the sets, technique and all of that. It's basically the same thing.
We treat every big meet as the same, so morning practice, rigorous training, inside and out the pool, and a lot of rest as well.
Well, we're here every day. We train and we do land training on top of that and just focus on recovery. My expectations for Nationals are to go best times and to prepare myself for CCCAR.
Coach Giovanni Markvi knows that time is of the essence.
We have 2 more meets left before the national championships. We have one on May 12th, also on May 18th and the 19th, which is the Mako Aquatics Invitational. And so the kids right now, they're trying to, who hasn't qualified for nationals, especially younger kids, are geared up to try to get qualified for nationals. Yeah, definitely right now in high volume, high intensity training. About a week or 2 out from nationals, there's already drop down, taper, focus more on detail stuff. So right now they're really intense, no break. Some of them are doing 3 mornings a week, also including Saturday morning. So very high, very intense right now.
The New Providence Softball Association on the diamond as we speak. The ladies underway with the Strikers taking on the Hennessy Panthers. That will be followed by the Commander Security Truckers and the BTC Warriors. There are 4 men and 6 ladies teams in the league this year. Look out for the Johnson Lady Truckers. They are back with a new look.
It's a totally different team, new players, new objectives. I feel like we got a bit slimmer on the edges this year. So we have a whole lot of different stuff we need to do to take a better grasp at it. We got to work on some chemistry. And otherwise than that, I think we are very competitive. The girls are coming out, nice practice. We got a brand new season. A lot of people have championships in mind, with our organization, championship or nothing. We think championship. Everybody here has a championship mentality. And I think we're going to do very good this year because we're going for the gold.
Coach Gerard Dava looking to the future, but still will be competitive.
The program that we're trying to achieve here at the MPSA, we're trying to develop younger girls into the sport so that we could continue to have a developmental program for the national community. As you know, our girls last year, they went out, they tried to qualify, but they didn't. But through this program that we could have continued success of having a feeder system, we have young girls from the ages of 15 up. 15, 16, 18, young girls who just love the game.
And tonight from basketball, the New Providence Women's Basketball Association on a short break with the playoffs on the horizon. For more on that and what's ahead for the league, we check in with Amajal Knowles.
If you're waiting for a champion to be crowned in the New Providence Women's Basketball Association, you may have to wait a little while longer. The start of the league's playoffs has been pushed to next week, Tuesday, as opposed to this week. The organization's president, Minash Cargill Sherman, on the reason for the delay.
Playoffs were supposed to have started last evening, but the gym is being used presently for BJC art exam, I understand. But I'm understanding that it's just until Friday, so we definitely start playoffs on Tuesday, the 8th of May.
Despite the hiccup, Sherman says she expects this year's playoffs to be full of excitement.
I think it's going to be very, very exciting because we have 4 evenly matched teams. Even as we think about the young Angels, the Foxy Angels, they're an aggressive team and just pesky. So I think we're going to have a real good, exciting playoffs.
On a more somber note, Sherman revealed to our news team that this will be her last term as president, however she is optimistic for the future of women's basketball in the country.
I will not be seeking re-election as president. I have other personal endeavors to deal with, but I would wish the new president all the best of luck. We put a lot of hard work into the past years, and I think that we can see basketball now formulating into what we've been working at, and that's the youngsters. The youngsters is the future of the league, so I think that if the coaches would commit themselves and look for more younger players, definitely you will see some sustainability in the league.
Again, play will resume on May 8th, The Bimini operators will take on Foxy's Angels, and the Cheetahs will take on the Connectors. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Amajal Knowles.
And that's going to put a cap on Sports Thursday. I'm Charles Fisher. Thanks for watching.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Move forward, Bahamas, and build high into the sky. Move upward and colorize those new walls. Move onward and build a garden to last a lifetime. Move together and settle into that new home. There's a lot of places you can do it for yourself, but there's one place to do it right. Builders Mall. We know exactly what motto you live by, and even the pros know building is just a part of what we do. So move forward, Bahamas. And remember, you can find it all at Builders Mall.
Life is better with Rubis Rewards. Just fuel up and swipe for your chance to win free fuel, cash back in our stores, restaurant and store discounts from our partners, plus prizes and surprises. It doesn't get better than this. Your Rubis Reward tag is free at every Rubis service station in New Providence. Get yours today. Rubis, it's just better.
It's the month of May Mother's Day Prize Palooza. Just buy these products and enter to win great gift cards or cash for your mom. There'll be 2 winners every week in the month of May Mother's Day Prize Palooza.
Introducing the Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs, now and made just for you meals for just $7.50 every day. Take your pick from our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. Pile them high with all of your favorite veggies, made just the way you say, with a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips. The new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made. Subway, eat fresh.
Get your Carnival fix for just $59.99 when you purchase a Bonino Xylo Z with a 7-day combo plan, including unlimited WhatsApps, unlimited BTC to BTC calls and texts, and rollover data. So get loose and get ready for the road with BTC every day.
Meet the Smith family. They're on vacation in the Caribbean. Since they aren't familiar with the islands and they want no hassle of renting a car, they downloaded Get Me Ride from their App Store, a transport service in the Caribbean to provide safe and reliable transportation. All they need to do is open the app, input their location, and set their destination. Next time you need a ride, let Get Me Ride be there for you.
No matter what your goals are in life, you have to start somewhere. It all begins with Leno. Leno, bridging possibilities. Call us at 396-3225 or email info@lenobahamas.com.
Carlton Bowleg. Now that Bahamas residents can fly or cruise free to the family islands, what are your summer vacation plans?
Go to North Andros and the Berry Islands.
And there is no better time than now with the 2 Fly or Cruise Free promotion, where all residents of the Bahamas can fly or cruise free to the family islands from Nassau. Refresh, reconnect, and unwind in the family islands. For details, go to bahamasresidents.com and fly or cruise free to the family islands today.
You thought it was the talk of the town, but get ready for more.
More energy, more excitement, exhilarating, compelling, informative, educational talk on The Conversation.
I'm Shanique Miller. Pull up a chair with a cup of tea and join me weekdays at 4 on Radio Bahamas, 1540 AM, 104.5 FM, and The Light, 810 AM for The Conversation. I'm excited to have you around the table.
Agriculture Now returns to the ZNS Network Thursday, May 3rd. Learn about the country's capacity to feed itself through farming and fishing, and the importance of these industries to the economy. and find out how you can grow some of your own food right in your backyard. Tune into Agriculture Now beginning Thursday, May 3rd at 8:30 p.m. right here on the ZNS Network.
Meanwhile, Bahamian Shanae Miller-Ubu broke a 16-year-old Commonwealth Games record as she clinched gold in the women's 200 meters final.
So I remember sitting down with Mr. Russell. He's an executive at ZNS. And I can remember the first question that he asked, and it was, so why do you want to do this show? I mean, you're coming on there and you're reading the Bible. Why do you want to do it? And before I could answer, I can remember him, he answered it for me. He must have seen the look on my face, so he answered the question for me. He said, you want to do it for God? And I said, yeah, that's it. And so I only said that to say that I just want you guys to know, when you tune in at 9:30, The Conversations, that's basically what this show is about. We're doing it for God. I mean, there's no other reason. We'll never ask for your money. We will never ask anything of you except just to listen, just to tune in. And I just want to thank you for taking the time out. Thank you so much. Conversations, 9:30.
Everybody, I on TV. Look, I on TV. Mom, guess what it is? That's me. Bartender, do you see me? I on television. I gotta tell my girlfriend I on television.
Hello?
Babe, turn your television to ZNS.
Quick, I'm on television. I don't have a TV in here. We have Wi-Fi though. We have Wi-Fi.
That's fine. They upgrade. Now you can watch it live from your phone.
You just have to download the app. All right, hold on.
Go to the App Store, type in ZNS, download the app, and you'll be able to watch ZNS straight from your phone. Hurry up before it's over there.
Get your news and more anytime, anywhere with the new ZNS app. Stay connected from around the globe with our live stream news updates, all in the palm of your hand. You can also listen to the ZNS Radio Network for your favorite music. Go into your Apple or Google Play Store and download the ZNS app today.
Miss I's a star now. I still gotta pay.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at what it would start off with a satellite discussion, and we see there's a blob of convectivity just to the north of the Turks and Caicos Island. That's a mid-level trough which formed earlier today, and that's being undercut by a surface trough which will all move toward the west-northwest over the next 2 days or so. And hopefully, if it keeps that track, most of the heavy convection should remain to the south of the capital. But nevertheless, because of the broad nature of this system, we will still encounter some showers which will be of the lighter variety heading into the weekend. Tonight, we are looking at partly cloudy and breezy conditions, again with a stray shower or two in the mix. 75 degrees will be your low temperature. And tomorrow, it's going to be mostly cloudy with periods of showers and thunderstorms and a couple peak of the sun as well. High temperature, 85 degrees. Your extended weather forecast over the next 7 days. Temperature is going to be in the mid to upper 80s, which is not too bad. And with the strong breezes that we're currently experiencing, that will keep things nice and comfortable for you. But showers right into Saturday, even Sunday. But as I said earlier, this should be of the light variety. The heaviest stuff could be on Friday as that low passes just to the south of the capital, heading across Andros and making its exit into the Gulf of Mexico over the weekend. So if you travel into Florida, well, again, they will be experiencing some of the heavy stuff as that trough will then expected to amplify as it gets into the Florida Straits.
It's windy these days, too. What are you hearing about the hurricane season just 1 month out now?
Well, the numbers are out, at least the preliminary numbers are out, and we're looking at an above average season with about 14 named storms. We usually average about 12 of those per year, and out of that, 7 are anticipated to mature into a hurricane, and out of the 7, we're looking at about 2 major hurricanes that's a category 3 or greater.
Of course, we're hoping, as always, that they stay away from that.
Absolutely, that's always our wish.
Yes, thanks a lot, Basil. Well, that does it for us in the Bahamas tonight. On behalf of the entire news team, thanks so much for looking in. Have a good night.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.